What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Tyson Fury states, "This man is a real piece of work, a real bully excuse maker, not a warrior or a man at all. Beat the mug 2 times. I've battered him and his trainer, but still talking shit. Real pussies," with the cat emoji at the Bronze Bomber. Wow. Let me counterpunch. I'm glad to see this from Tyson Fury because, you know, it was all about COVID and about him leaving. And then when he got back home, it was about, hey, you know, I'm not getting the respect back home than other people. You know what I mean? So I'm glad he's back. I hear he's back in training and stuff. I've did some training, seen some training videos that he's back in the gym working out and all that good stuff. But it shows me that, you know, the fight's still on. It's just been prolonged. What do I say about what Tyson Fury said? I've battered him and his trainer. That's some funny shit. When he said that in that conference, dude, I must have died because he made that known. And it was one of those things where it was embarrassing almost. Like, you know, Malik Scott took it well. You know, he took it as a serious, you know, statement. Like, hey, you don't joke about that. Those things happen. You know, and he was like, well, yeah, I battered you. I busted your eardrum and I busted you. So that was funny, you know. So that's some real artillery that he's throwing at, you know, the Bronze Bomber, you know. And I know this is the real counterpunch from what he, you know, Deontay said about him, saying, you know, calling him, hey, you're going to hell for that lie. I don't believe that, you know. And again, like I said, a lot of people don't believe that. So, you know what I mean? So it makes sense. But we will see who is who. But I'm glad they're back in action. I'm glad that Tyson Fury has responded. It shows spunk. It shows resistance. It shows that, hey, he is who he is. See, the last thing we need is anybody not being themselves. I don't want to see Tyson Fury get real quiet for no reason at all. I don't want to see a Tyson Fury turn into a Deontay Wilder. You were outspoken, you were brash, you were unbeaten, you were powerful, then you got beat, then you're quiet. I don't want to see that from Tyson Fury. So at least this shows me that, hey, Tyson Fury is back. He's back at training. He's back in that set of, you know, shit talking and making this fight what it's supposed to be, you know. And actually, I can't. Everything he said was on point. You know what I mean? You know, a real bully excuse maker. You know, I mean, Wilder has been the bully at times. He's been the Kovalev, you know, in the back, you know, in this time. And he got bullied, you know. So this is what it is. I don't know about a warrior or a man at all. You know, I won't contest to that. But he, you know, a lot of people think he lost twice. Okay, he definitely lost the second time. Right, so there was no doubt about it. So it was so dominant that excuses had to be cluttered and made and formed and, you know, to damage control and PR just to sell this third fight. And I got an awesome theory about the third fight altogether. You know what I mean? Between the second and the third. But anyway, stay tuned for that. But, you know, but he said there's some real pussies. You know, he's still talking shit. Well, yeah. You know, but I hope this time that they talk shit together. It's face to face. I want an interaction, because when you get Tyson Fury and you get Deontay Wilder, you know, look at the first fight. Okay, look at the first fight in the build-up. You know, they talked a bunch of shit together. He got under Wilder's skin. He ridiculed his resume. He ridiculed him as a fighter, you know, and all that good stuff. And it got under Deontay's skin. But Deontay Wilder, at least he respected that because he had somebody to go back and forth with, versus other people where he really didn't. He was the one selling the fight by himself, so he said. And the second fight, we didn't get such a promotion or whatever. That's why the fight didn't do what people thought it was going to do. You know, they still ended up short because you only had one press conference. That should have been done in England. It should have been over here in America in 2 different parts, in New York. It should have been in LA. It even should have been in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Because that's the next biggest city next to Alabama, where Wilder is from. And I believe he has a house in Atlanta anyway. So I think it should have been promoted better. But even though they had that one big conference and they went back and forth, so that was a normal thing. Not this third shit. So at least we're seeing some verbal rightage of shit talk. So at least we got that to talk about. Okay? But anyway, that's Tyson Fury saying that he beat them both. He's back in action. You guys tell me what you think about Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, calling him and his trainer some real pussies. Of course, please subscribe. And you've been Counterpunch. Peace.